How's it going, YouTube? DM Tombstone Belts back here again with a brand new video, and today this is part 2 of how to make your homemade wrestling championship belt. In part 1, I showed you how to make this. This is your main plate that will be put onto the strap of your belt. I'd like to also mention in part 1, I'd like to thank people that left their comments below, especially from the new one, and it was a girl named Love You. Love you too. Yeah. Anyway, let's go back. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for leaving comments below. I mean, I literally wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys leaving so much good comments on my videos. Anyway, let's go to what you're going to do. You're going to need this type of material for your relief plates. Yeah, we're going to be doing the relief plates. They're going to be put on your made plates. I want to mention that I forgot for part 1. If you want your belt like not this thick, you don't need to use this type of material. You can use this material twice. Basically, you just take your plate design, cut them out, and then you trace them again on the exact same material like this. And then you would just basically cut them out, and then there you go. That's what I did with the hardcore belt. But I wanted my belt to be a little bit thicker now. That's why I would use this material. Anyway. Sorry. You could use, you can just... Sorry. If you don't want any relief plates... usually the relief plates help you make the belt stick out more, a little bit more 3D-ish. And then you can just make it flat and just trace the design on there, but I want mine to stick out a little bit more. Anyway, what you do is you take your plate you got from part 1 and you would trace it on here. And when you got a trace, you would draw the design on it. Knowing what belt, depending on what you want the design to be, or if it's a belt that already has a certain design on it, you would draw it right there. Like if it has a centerpiece, you draw that. Then you would take your X-Acto knife, box cutter, or any knife that will cut through this, cut the pieces that you want out, and you throw away the pieces that you don't need. Like the centerpiece is the part that's going to stick out. Anything between that, in the borderline of the belt, you would remove. Which will then lead to you having this, which is the borderline for your plate. I would say any pieces that are... I would say also, once you get them cut out, you might want to trace the borderline and the centerpiece on this, so you make sure wherever the plate's going to go, it's going to know where you're going to put it. And also is where you can... I would say, like, when you trace it out, like near the borderline here, you can stitch inside the borderline, so when you put the plate on, you won't be seeing the stitching. I forgot to mention we're going to stitch these plates on. You could we're going to mention more about that in the other parts of the video, but it's mostly going to hide out anything that's going to help you put the belt on the leather strap. But you trace those out, and then you will get your pop-out pieces. Basically, we got the centerpiece here. You would get your metallic duct tape. It could be gold, could be silver, could be bronze, or copper. You layer one side, each side of the piece. You clean the sides. Then you would get your mechanical pencil, your pen with no ink, or a regular pencil, and you would basically scratch in the design of the plate, as you can see right here, a little bit. Then you would do it for all the other plates. Then some would say that would be mostly it, but then again, there's some pieces that may require color, like paint, like some may have red and blue. I'd say if you require different colors, mostly I would say you want to use paint. This is acrylic paint. I'd say you best bet stick with acrylic paint because it's much less of a mess. You can easily clean it up. Unlike oil-based paints and all that. You would need your brushes, and then your end result, basically when you're done with your painting, you will get something like this. Now you're probably wondering, but what brushes do I have to do like the wording, most parts of the flags, and the logo? Mostly the hard to reach places with a brush. Well, I tell you, for me, sometimes the brush might not cut it. Especially this one. This one's probably the smallest brush I had, even for bristles. This one I use mostly for the flags and mostly inner pieces. But for the hard to reach places with a brush, to make sure you get within between the lines, I would use this. This here is the paper clip. You would just bend the piece out, dip it in the paint, and then you would basically just scratch the words in, or any design in. This is how I did it with the WWF logo, the World Wrestling Federation, and parts of this, of the lettering. And some little designs in the flags. The UK flag was a pain in the ass to do. But you would get this and as an end result, and then that's it, basically, for part 2. Part 3 will be the next part. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And hope you guys enjoyed part 2. Part 3 I'm going to be doing soon. Don't know when, but also I would like to mention also I did order a belt from WWShop.com, like I said in part 1. It will be coming in soon. Hopefully it will come in soon, because I did order it. And when it comes in, I'm going to probably review it. Like I told you. As well. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to show it. Hope you guys will enjoy this video. Also, keep in mind, you'll be seeing either a belt review or part 3 or now the next part of the how-to series. Hope you guys enjoy this video, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, leave your comment below. Been loving you guys leaving good comments below. And keep and watch for part 3 to come out. This is DM Tombstone Belts and Hussein, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye-bye.